Welcome, everybody, to your Hoosier State Instigators. Game 3 of our inaugural season. We will be heading up or facing the Indiana Lions, currently ranked number 1 in the American Basketball Association. Joining us for our inaugural season, we have players such as number 4, Dylan Ware, number 7, AB, Alex Brown, and Yogi Anderson, number 0. Heading up against the Indiana Lions, we have a very, very big game for the Instigators today, as they are currently ranked 1-1, or currently 1-1. The Indiana Lions are 4-0 in the American Basketball Association, coming off of their co-championship season last year. And bear with us just for a moment as we begin to work on a bit of the technical difficulties again. However, as you guys can tell, the quality of this stream is much better than last week. The connection issue is here nor there, as we are in Indianapolis at the George Washington High School facing the Lions today on a very, very beautiful day outside, at least from where I'm at, as I will be remote again hosting the commentary from home today. And AB almost breaks the room. We almost don't get a game today.
I'll be joining here today too as well from Daytona. It's very nice here too.
Welcome, Jake. How you doing today, man?
Great, man. I'm really looking forward to this game. We're taking on the number 1 team ranked in the power ranking, so be a real big test for our team.
Big day, yeah, absolutely, and I think our guys are ready for the moment. I know it's been a long discussed game for the franchise itself, and especially for the players this week leading up to the game. So everybody's looking to make their own statement today and really solidify their spot on the roster and turn some heads in the ABA. So I'm excited. I know you are as well. And everybody at home, we want to thank you guys for joining in with the live broadcast. Tip-off will begin in about 10 minutes or so, as tip-off is at 4 p.m. Eastern today. Again, we are playing in Indianapolis at the George Washington High School. It is a divisional matchup with both teams being in the Central Region, representing the Red Division in the American Basketball Association in their respective regions. And both teams are very competitive regardless of the record. So let's get into a couple of the stats from last week. JoJo Hart, our player of the game for your Hoosier State Instigators, had over 34 points, a season high for him, following Dylan Ware with another 34-point game, raises his season high, and he is currently holding a triple-double on average for his season with the Instigators during their inaugural season stretch. A 30.5 point plus triple-double. This man is going off. Chuck Bloom, recently named captain of your Hoosier State Instigators for the inaugural season, looks to continue his consistent year as he put up a double-double in his rookie debut 2 weeks ago against the Chicago Rebels at home in Clinton, Indiana. And Jake, I know, man, I know you're excited. So let's hear what you got to say, man. I would love to hear your thoughts on this pregame leading up to the tip-off. How are you feeling, man?
Yeah, I think our players are going to have an extra chip on their shoulders today, especially both Dylan Ware and AB being former Lions players. I think they're going to come in here with the mindset to, kind of remind the Lions exactly who they are.
Oh, yeah. That's a great point. I think a lot of people are looking forward to that matchup on both sides of the fan base. And I know we are for sure, certainly as the ownership, as that is those are two major pieces for this inaugural season. Dylan joining AB. Dylan comes in with an amazing season so far, and Alex Brown, he's been doing everything he can on every category to really prove his point as well. Having a 27-point game, 23 rebounds, and 13 blocks against the Chicago Rebels again just 2 weeks ago during our home opener. And he's looking to break those numbers once again against his former team, the Indiana Lions. Some noticeable officials in the building as well. I believe we've had a majority of the officials on hand we've had for the entirety of the regular season so far. So just a very cool thing just to point out as well on the sidelines, being able to start to get more familiar with everything revolving around the ABA again, as this is the inaugural season for your Hoosier State Instigators, looking to make a big statement today against the number one ranked, current reigning, defending co-champions of the American Basketball Association. So, and again, just a note that was made during the backstage production notes. Dylan Ware and all of these guys look great in their away jerseys, customly created by the fans and voted upon by the fans to find the official game jerseys of your Instigators. If you would like to know more about exclusive opportunities on the fan level such as that, visit patreon.com/Apex Athletic Collective and become a subscriber today. Jake, how many points do you go for today? Because I know that you got a shot on you too. So I just want to know, if you were in Jersey right now, how many are you giving us? How many are you
Uh,
giving us today?
yeah, I don't know. My shot's not very good anymore. I think I could still get a couple of rebounds, so I might put like 6 points, but hopefully maybe
Okay.
10 rebounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We gotta get Jacob. We gotta get Jacob's own jersey. You can get your own jersey as well by visiting www.apexofsports.com and purchase a custom game jersey, home or away, of your Hoosier State Instigators. And we might let you walk on the court with it someday. I don't know. It depends how you do pregame, I would say. But
Yeah.
don't take my word for it. But like it is live, so you have the evidence there at least to back your case. So
Yeah, and
looks
this is
like
our
we've got a. Oh, go ahead.
this yeah,
Go
this is
ahead.
our first look at our away jerseys. You know, we're starting our road trip, first road trip in the season. We've had two home games to start the season, and then we've got a couple on the road.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is, I believe, this is our biggest test as of this moment as well. So this is going to be a very competitive game from both sides. I don't think um, either team wants to walk into this one, or walk away from this one rather, with a loss. I know there's a lot on the line for both squads. The Lions want to keep their win streak going as they are 4-0, and the Instigators want to kind of build on their recent success last week, as we beat the Southland number 25 ranked Southland Saints 152 to 115 for the first win of the Hoosier State Instigators franchise. That's a big accomplishment for those guys. So cheer for them if you're at home, and if you're in the stands, thank you for watching the live broadcast as well. That'd be pretty cool. Make some noise if you're there. I'll wait about 10 minutes for those guys to make noise. And okay, so most of them are at home apparently. I know we do have some fans actually that have traveled from Clinton to Joe Bird sending a message to the fans. But anyways, those are my guys, man. I can't wait to see how we do this game against the those guys, Indiana Lions.
Yeah.
Those guys. Big day, Jake.
Yeah, and a little extra incentive to win. This week we announced a little bit of a partnership with the fan-controlled sports and entertainment. There's votes on their app where you can vote for your instigator picks. So got a lot of people hoping for their picks to go the right way in favor of the Instigators here.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you've been on the app yet, the control app by Fan Controlled yet, but a Dylan Ware double double is a steal. I'm just gonna say. So this is not game token advice, but drop all of your tokens on that because that's gonna happen. That's gonna probably happen first quarter, so as he gets a little jiggy with it over there by free throw line. Oh man.
Yeah, and that's definitely where the majority of my tokens went as well. I think we're gonna take a quick break here, just before we get the game started.
Sounds good. And we are back as we near closer and closer to the tip-off of today's game. Again, as we pan around the crowd, we've got a fairly recognizable Indiana Lions roster. I believe we will take a moment. And we are back as the game nears closer again to tip off. The Hoosier State Instigators are visiting the Indiana Lions at the George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana.
So you might want to raise the whole thing up a little bit. Max, so I never
Number one, Joseph Hart.
As we begin the announcement for the team players, we have JoJo Hart and Dylan Ware. Now we have number 7, Alex Brown, LaJuan Whitney, number 13, and Captain Chuck Boone, number 32. As the Indiana Lions look to pump up their crowd, the Hoosier State Instigators have a strong traveling base as well, as that has been a main conversation point for the fan base leading up to this game. Indianapolis is not too far of a trip away from Clinton, Indiana, the home city of your Hoosier State Instigators. And with that being in mind, you may hear a bit of a mixed crowd from the sidelines today. I'm looking forward to seeing how that affects each side of the court for each team. And again, the Indiana Lions currently ranked #1 with a 4-0 record in the American Basketball Association, going up against the currently unranked Hoosier State Instigators with a 1-1 record. Both teams hailing from the Central Region, playing in the red division of the American Basketball Association. Alex Brown, #7, our center for the day, and Dylan Ware, #4, joined the Hoosier State Instigators for their inaugural season and come off of an incredible run with the Indiana Lions. Dylan Ware leading his former team in points scored, looks to make an impact today. No shake from Alex Brown and Jackson Stone, looking a little chippy here to start the game as the tip-off will begin shortly. Ball is up, and that is an Instigators possession. Dylan Ware goes up. That gets put back up by Lawan. Lawan Whitney with the bucket today to start the game for the Instigators. Instigators up 2-0 right now. Lawan with the rebound. Up the court he goes. He dishes that up the court. JoJo Hart to AB. AB to Dylan. He says, let's get this thing started early. The Hoosier State Instigators up 4-0 against the Indiana Lions to start this game. And that's a block by AB. AB will get the ball off to Lawan. Lawan kicks it off of his ball. That would be a kick ball violation. However, no foul is called, and the Lions will gain possession. They missed the shot, and the Instigators gain the ball back after an Alex Brown rebound. Lawan to JoJo. JoJo with the missed three. Lions gather the ball. Jackson Stone, I believe, with the rebound. Lions up the court. They go. They'll lose possession, but a foul is called on the Instigators. Foul on Dylan Ware, I believe. The Indiana Lions looking to inbound. Off the rim, #4 with the rebound, but he'll miss. And our #4 will knock the ball out, but the Lions will maintain possession, and Alex Brown with a block. Jackson Stone will go up and I believe lose possession of the ball. No. Yes, absolutely. He will lose possession, and the Lions will maintain possession as they look to inbound again. That ball is up, and the Lions have their first points of the game. A 4-2 game for the Hoosier State Instigators. Oh, okay. Apparently there was also a foul on the play, and Jackson Stone will head to the line to try to make this a 4-3 point game. That ball will go in, and that is up and in. It is a ball game today, boys. JoJo Hart will get the ball as he looks to slow things down just a bit. They'll go to Chuck. Chuck off to the corner. Lawan has the ball now. Lawan Whitney off to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart creates a little bit of space. Lawan back to Chuck. Back to JoJo. Back to Lawan. That's up. And what a shot by Mr. Swish himself. Lions will go in and get an answer back for that. It is now a 7-5 game. JoJo Hart, he'll get the ball once more. Lawan with a deep three. Swish, and he has that nickname for a reason, guys. You cannot give him that if you are watching this from home. Jackson Stone, he's looking to make an impact. That's off the rim. The only thing that's impacting is the rim. Dylan Ware will go up the court and put that one up and in. 12-5 for your Hoosier State Instigators early. A noticeable lineup for the Indiana Lions as they go up, or they put up another 2 points. is Gerald Campbell, their main star player, is not starting today. So that is a very interesting update to notice on the court, as I'm unsure who actually they do have in place of him at the moment. As they go up the court, they get a 12-9 point game. The Instigators look to make a run again here, as the Lions are starting to call back a little bit. Lyons with another big long-range three puts the Instigators up 15-9, and that is not, but it would have been a 3D like rule if it was maintained in the backcourt. With a 17-9 point lead, the Hoosier State Instigators are applying pressure early on the co-champions, the Indiana Lions, with the Lions showing that they are a competitive franchise. Drive up the court again, make it a 17-11 game here in the first. JoJo Hart, he'll get the ball from Lawan. Lawan Whitney with this, or JoJo dish that off to Chuck. Chuck to Dylan. Dylan back to JoJo. He'll go up for a hard shot, but the foul will not be called, and that ball will go out of bounds on the Lions. The Lions, I believe, keep possession. And it seems as if we have our very first timeout of the day. I believe this may be a media timeout, so we will take a quick break and we will be right back. The Instigators take the court again. It is a 17-11 point first quarter, as the Instigators hold a 6-point lead against the current reigning co-champions of the American Basketball Association. The Lions will inbound the ball. If possible, that goes off a foot. That's stolen by JoJo. JoJo will get the ball. AB back to Whitney. Back to AB. That'll go to Dylan misses, but AB is there for the follow-through with a slam dunk, 19-11 against the Indiana Lions. Chuck Blue with a good defense. That's the follow-through with two of his own, and it is 19-13. Lyons, he'll dish the ball off. That goes to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart, he'll make a way through the lane. He'll dish that off to Dylan. Dylan with a good pass to AB. AB will go up, but too hot off the backboard, and the Lions will get the rebound. The Lions go up the court, and AB says, not today. That ball gets swatted. That ball will go off the rim, and Lawan with the rebound. JoJo Hart, he'll dish it to Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware goes to AB. AB goes to Chuck. Chuck goes up, and that ball goes, and it's 21-13. Hoosier State. Wide open three from number 10. Number 10 will go off the rim. Dylan Ware will get the ball. He'll dish it to Chuck. Chuck says, let me give it back to Mr. Swish. Lawan Whitney. Good pass to JoJo. JoJo will dish that off to Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware to AB. AB with the slam. 23-13. A 10-point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators in this first quarter. A wide open three again. That will go off the rim. JoJo Hart. That ball will go out of bounds on the Lions as they try to try to take possession, and Chuck Bloom will inbound for your Hoosier State Instigators with a 10-point lead against the Indiana Lions here in the first quarter.
The Instigators off to another strong start. We've seen in the past 2 games that they've played, they seem to have a really strong first quarter coming off of the start of the games.
There is something about that Instigators energy, man, the intensity, I was going to say. They come out strong. It's just if we can keep these guys from being able to get free chances such as this one. As the Indiana Lions make this an 8-point game now, the Instigators go up the court. JoJo Hart with the ball. Just under 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Instigators up with an 8-point lead. AB goes for a 3, but that goes off. He is now 3 for 5 3-pointers in the season. Going 3 for 4 last week against the Southland Saints in a 152-115 win for the Instigators. Francis Stonehill go up for a rebound and puts it back in. It is now 23-17. Hoosier State up. And we have a brief pause in action as the ref, I am unsure as to why. However, it may have been a substitution as B. Brown will be going in for Alex Brown, that is. And I don't believe there's much difference in the lineup. Lawan Whitney still on the court, Chuck Bloom and JoJo Hart, and yes, Dylan Ware as well. So Alex Brown will be checked out for his brother, B. Brown. And Chuck Bloom will get the ball from Dylan. Will dish that off to JoJo. JoJo goes out to Lawan. Lawan creates a little bit of space. He puts one up, and that is just off, as it almost got a shooter's dunk on it. But the Lions will gain the rebound. They'll head up court. 23-17 right now, with the Instigators up by 6. Gerald Campbell will check into the game. Number 30 for the Indiana Lions. A main focal point for their roster. It is good to see him out on the court now. And the JoJo Hart will go up for a 3, but that is just off the rim. So now the Lions looking to claw back in again. That ball will go up and in. It is a 3-point game for the Lions, for the Instigators versus the Indiana Lions. Lawan Whitney will go up court. Dylan Ware. He'll take the screen. Let it go off. I believe on B. And I am just being told there is a bit of a difficulty with Alex Brown, as he may be suffering an injury at the moment, which is not good to hear. The Instigators up 23-22 with just under 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Up to almost 10 points, had a 10-point lead just a few moments ago. So the Indiana Lions looking to call back, but that ball goes up with Mr. Swish again answering, and it is a 25-22 point game. As I believe the 26, yes, 26-22, make it 25, and none of that matters now. And the Lions will dish that off to Chuck, but that ball will go off his shoulder. He'll dish it back over to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart will secure it. B. Brown goes up for a dunk, a nasty dunk, but the ball will get stuck in between the backboard and the rim. And no shot is made. The Indiana Lions claw their way back from a 10-point deficit to make this a 1-point game with just under 3.5 minutes left in the first. We will take a quick break and be right back. We are back as we are currently waiting on the inbound. I believe we have 20 seconds left in this timeout media break. However, the Indiana Lions showing why they are currently ranked #1 in the ABA as they claw their way back from a 10-point deficit. The Instigators have to continue the intensity as they look to make another big statement heading off of their 152-115 win against the number 25 ranked Southland Saints last week at home in Clinton, Indiana. The Lions head up the court. The Lions looking to take their first lead of the game. Some strong defense by the Instigators so far as the Instigators, I believe that is Jordan Heidelberg. Heidelberg puts up a three. That will be rebounded by Lee Brown. Lyons goes up the court. That ball is maintained by the Instigators. Lyons off the JoJo, but that go off the hands of Lee. And the Lions have a chance to go up court with the ball. Just under 3 minutes remain in this first quarter of the game. It is a 1-point game as Heidelberg goes up for a 2, but that ball will bounce off the rim. Whitney getting another rebound early here in this game. He'll dish it back off to JoJo. JoJo will lose possession, but he'll get it back, go off to Whitney. Whitney will go and put that ball up, but it's off the rim. Lions again with the rebound. They'll head up the court looking to get their first lead of the game. Heidelberg saves the ball from going backwards. That ball will go off the rim. And we had a lapse of cover, so I'm unsure as to what happened. We will find out very shortly as I believe Alex Brown is heading back on the court. Great sign to see, as we are happy to know there was nothing too serious to dive into as of the moment, as Chuck Bloom heads off the court for a quick substitution as well. Lawan will have the ball. He'll dish that up to JoJo. JoJo, I believe, being guarded by number 2, Eric Nestor. I can't be incorrected. I'm going off of memory here for the Indiana Lions. Dylan Ware. He'll get the ball. He'll dish it off. Go Bird! And wow, listen to that crowd. The Instigators with a huge support base compared to the Lions, their home venue. As Joe Burke said that he has been in Indianapolis since around 11 a.m. today. He said, I'm going to make it to the game on time, even if I got to walk for the rest of the court. I'm going to get there. And he makes some big waves with his very first shot of the game going in for two. It is a 29-25 point lead for the Hoosier State Instigators as Joe Bird gets a rebound. He'll dish that back. And that goes to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart with the ball. Lawan with the shot. Up and in for IBL Indiana Shuckers from the IBL. They'll go back-to-back in possessions and getting some points for your Hoosier State Instigators in their inaugural season. It's a 31-25 point game against the current co-defending champions, the co-champions of the American Basketball Association, the Indiana Lions, currently ranked number 1. And Dylan Ware will dish it off to JoJo with the ball. He'll go around the pick, and he'll put up a left-handed layup that is just off. As that rolls off the rim, the Indiana Lions will gain the rebound, and they'll start to head up court. Gerald Cam, he'll do some assist work today as he tries to dish that off. That ball will go up and the 31-28. Hoosier State up by 3. Lawan back to JoJo. JoJo getting a lot of time with the ball in his hands today at guard and they got a family, AB. Those guys got a family. And there is just under 24 seconds remaining left in this game, in this first quarter, as Cam goes way wide off the rim, and JoJo will get the rebound. JoJo heads up court. The Instigators currently holding a 5-point lead. Back to JoJo. JoJo with the long three of his own. That goes off the rim. And Joe Bird will try to swipe that ball away. The Lions will gain possession. That ball is in. Just a few seconds left in the quarter. This ball will go, but the buzzer will sound. The Instigators hold a 5-point lead against the reigning co-champions heading into the second quarter of this game today, and we will be right back after the break. we are back with the Hoosier State Instigators up by 5, heading into the second quarter. Jake, I know you're here. I want to hear your thoughts on that quarter. How do you feel about this game so far?
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. We're playing the #1 ranked team in the ABA according to power rankings, and we just finished the first quarter up, so that's definitely a positive. I don't think there's any other way we can look at that.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And it looks like we will have the ball to start the second quarter as well, man. So JoJo Hart having a big game today so far. Dylan Ware and Alex Brown really making some plays today as Alex Brown on cue goes up for the rebound and goes up for a putback. It is a 35-28 point game, 7-point lead for the Instigators, man. Let's go. As
Yeah,
Jordan Heidelberg, he'll try to go ahead. Sorry.
we can confirm that the AB injury was just a contact that fell out, so he's fine for the rest of the game.
Perfect. Perfect. That is good to know. As the Instigators, JoJo Hart dishes it off to Joe Bird. Joe Bird will go up the lane, but AB cannot get the putback yet on that one, and that will be Indiana Lyons ball. He dishes off to number 2. Number 2 will go off the rim. Number 5 gets the rebound and puts it back, and it is right back to a 2-point game. This is going to be a chippy, competitive game down the stretch, and it will really come down, I believe it will come down to whichever team does not give the ball up the most, because both teams are very hot in terms of putting the ball in the bucket. As the bird goes up for a 3, makes it a 38-33 point game now. How about Joe? How about Joe coming in making some noise from the sidelines with his support base to start that game, man?
Yeah, it definitely seems like he's got the loudest cheers from the fans every time he puts a shot up.
Yeah, if he goes up for a rebound, he'll dish that ball to Luan. Again, former teammates in the IBL. They both played for the Indiana Shuckers, or at least the IBL All-Stars. In correction to that statement, they have a lot of time. Him, Joe, and Chuck have played a ton of basketball throughout the years together. To go along with players such as Yogi, Dylan, and AB, them having their chemistry. So the guys are really starting to mesh together as with a 5-point lead. Would have been 6 if AB could hit that free throw, but my free throw percentage is way lower than his, so I'll let him do his thing as he goes up for his second attempt. 38-33 current. Make it a 39-33 point lead for the Hoosier State Instigators. Gerald Campbell going up the court. He'll look to put that in, but that's off. No foul called, and the Instigators, I believe, now will get possession of the ball. Coach Matt Patterson looking good in his black Adidas fourth quarter pullover. You can get one from visiting the shop at www.apexsports.com. We might let you substitute in for him if he could play point guard for us once or twice. Joe Bird, he'll get the ball over the perimeter. Dylan Ware, he'll get smacked in the face. And I believe he will go to the line. Yes, he will, as it is a 39-33 point lead for the Instigators. Dylan will get 2 free throw attempts. A 40-33 point game. Make it 41-33 as Dylan cashes in on both attempts. The Lions go up the court with Gerald Campbell, number 30. He'll dish the ball off. Very strong game so far. How do you feel now, Jake? How do you feel going into this quarter now? How do you see this one playing out at the moment as AB goes up for a rebound?
Yeah, we could see the tempo is a little bit slower. It's a little bit more physical right now. Dylan with a huge slam.
Put it on his head.
Yeah.
43-33. The Instigators go up 10 again. And is that That will be a foul on the Instigators as it looks like a charging call. Number 13, Lawan Whitney, candidate for player of the game last week for your Hoosier State Instigators. He had a 25-point game in 9 minutes last week. And I believe he has not came off the court yet this minute, so obviously his time is rising a little bit now that we've seen what can happen in that amount of time. As he was to head over to speak with the officiator, just the officiating crew, and say, "Hey, man, what did I do that I shouldn't have done right there?" You know. As Gerald Cam, he'll head up to the line for 2 free throw attempts now. It is a 10-point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators.
I don't want to start it because I don't want to get technical.
Coach Matt turns around, smiles at the camera because he's happy with what he's seeing right now. And I think we all are at home. If you are at home and you are in the chat, make some noise. Drop your final score predictions. I know this is a bit of a touchy subject as we've done it a couple times and sometimes it don't hit the way we want, but we still love to see your opinions on either side of the fan base. So let's see. Drop your final score predictions as the Instigators are currently up 9 points with Gerald Campbell going for his second free throw attempt. Make it 8 points as that will cash in as well. It is a 43 to 35 point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators as Dylan Ware dishes it off to Joe Bird. The crowd goes wild. It is an 11-point lead now. I think Joe Bird might have more fans in the crowd than the Indiana Lions have in the crowd altogether. (46 to 37). It is a 9-point lead. JoJo will dish off to Joe. Joe says, "I like to touch the ball, but I'll give it right back to you real quick." JoJo, he'll drive up the lane and almost in. AB playing a very, very strong game today. As that ball just gets past the hands of Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware will try to steal, but the Lions will keep the ball. The ball will go up and in, make it 46-39, a 7-point lead for your Instigators. JoJo Hart, he'll get the ball again. Coming off of a player of the game win last week as he had 34 in the win against the Southland Saints. None of that matters today as the Instigators are only up by 5 now. And the Lions are starting to call back. JoJo Hart will go up for a 3. He says, hey, I heard you. And I'm going to show what I'm here for today. Making it an 8-point lead again for the Instigators. And we will be heading into our first media timeout of the second quarter. We will be right back after break. We are back as the game will begin again shortly with an 8-point lead for your Instigators. Jake, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. I like what we see. I would like to see us just continue this intensity and keep the ball in our hands. It seems like we've had a lot of success doing that today. So just being able to make clean plays has shown a lot of great results as Lyons goes up and he'll put up a bucket. It is now a 10-point lead again for the Instigators here in the second quarter. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, we're looking pretty good right now. It's very physical game, a little bit back and forth. I think it's going to be like that for the whole game. The Lions are the top ranked team in power rankings for a reason, so they're definitely going to hang around with us. Get a huge three right there.
Boom, Joe Bird again, as the crowd must not have seen it yet because they like again, as I said just before we headed into that final media break, that last media break rather, Joe Bird seems to have more fans in the stands than the Lions have altogether. They're making some noise for Joe today, which is awesome to see, awesome to hear. And it's an 11-point lead currently for the Instigators. However, I'm unsure. Okay, the ball will be inbounded. That bucket does not count. Joe Bird will stick on Gerald Campbell. He does a bit of a standing jumping jack motion, and I love these guys so much. Oh man. 54-43. The Instigators up 11 with the Lawan Whitney, who will dish the ball off to number 11. 11 goes to Chuck. Chuck Bloom will just get the pass off of the hands of a Lions player. The Lions will take possession. The Lions go up for a two, and that will make it a 9-point lead for the Hoosier State Instigators, rather. And that ball will go off the rim. Lions will get the ball back again with a 9-point deficit. Lions, they slow things down a bit for the first time, it seems. And they'll go up to Gerald. Gerald getting defended by Dylan. Dylan says, I've been here, done that. And that ball will go in, however. It is a 7-point lead for the Instigators. Luan with the ball. To dish that all the way out to AB. That'll go off the hands of Lions player. Instigators ball. They beat it JoJo. JoJo lets everybody get in their position. That ball goes off to Chuck. Chuck back out to AB. AB to JoJo. JoJo goes to put up a shot, and that will be a foul on JoJo as the Lions gain the ball. Chuck heads in for Lawan Whitney as you see JoJo, Joe Bird, Chuck Bloom, Dylan Ware, and Alex Brown out on the court for your Hoosier State Instigators. With this 5-point lead, there is just about 5 minutes left in this second quarter, and the Hoosier State Instigators are still up at the moment. As they will inbound, Chuck Bloom will dish off to Joe Bird. Joe Bird back to Chuck. Chuck goes to Dylan. Dylan to AB, and a push-off foul on the Lions. Again, myself and my partner Jake are commentating from home today as we are remote commentating this game. So we are trying to give you the best information as fast as possible. Some hiccups may be made throughout the game as Joe Bird dishes it up. And it was in a three. That's a 57-49 point game now for the Instigators. And the Lions will go to the line for 2 free throw attempts. Again, the Instigators up 8 points against the current reigning co-defending co-champions of the American Basketball Association, alongside of the Burning River Bucket. The Hoosier State Instigators have entire game so far. As the Lions look to put up a point here with this free throw attempt, and that ball will go in. It is a 7-point now for the Instigators as a timeout will be called. we will be right back after break. The Hoosier State Instigators with a 7-point lead against the #1 ranked Indiana Lions. This is the first away game for your Hoosier State Instigators, and they are showing a lot of comfort with a lot of support from the stands today. And you love to see that as the Hoosier State Instigators play their home game, or their home games rather, in Clinton, Indiana. This game is being played at the George Washington High School in Indianapolis as the home venue today for today's game and for the Indiana Lions. The Hoosier State Instigators will inbound the ball. There's a quick pass off to Chuck. Chuck, just off. Wheeler with the putback. Make it a 9-point game for the Instigators. 59-50. Just under 5 minutes left to go in this second quarter. Gerald Campbell will try to go up for a play, and there will be a foul called on the Instigators. Gerald Campbell will go to the line for 2. And it seems, by the way, the brooms are going on the court, there was more of a foul on the hardwood than any player. However, the Instigators will be charged with the foul. Gerald Campbell goes for his first free throw attempt. 9-point lead as of the moment. Make it an 8. As Gerald Cam goes up for her second free throw attempt of this opportunity. And LaJuan Whitney will go in for Joe Bird. Mr. Swish, he's had a great game so far, coming off of a very strong first quarter. And Chuck Bloom will get the rebound. He'll see JoJo. JoJo gets the ball. JoJo will get trapped. The ball will go to Chuck Bloom, but Chuck Bloom will go up court, and then it'll go off the hands of the Lions player. Ball goes out of bounds. 4:01 on the clock in the second quarter. Clock just starts a bit late. AB will get the ball from Dylan. He'll say, hey, I'm going up for that. I'm going up for that. Gerald Cam throwing his hands up in disgust. They will not count that as a bucket. However, it will be an inbound by the Instigators. And what could have very well been a quick toss, it will not be. Dylan will still go for an open 3. That goes off of the rim. JoJo will get the ball back out to LaJuan. LaJuan puts it up in front of a defender's face, but it's just off the rim. Gerald Cam, he'll go up the court with the ball now. The Indiana Lions down by 8. He'll dish that ball off, and that bucket will not count. And Cam, I believe, will go back to the line again for 2 more free throws. An 8-point lead currently for your Hoosier State Instigators. Again, they have had the lead the entire game and have not given it up once yet, which is a great sign, knowing that the Indiana Lions are currently #1 in the American Basketball Association with a 4-0 record. And Cam will go up, and that bucket will go in. It will be a 59-52 point game as Gerald Cam goes up for another free throw opportunity. And make it a 59-53 point game. The Instigators get the ball now. Just under 3 minutes left in the second quarter. A 6-point lead. JoJo Hart with the ball now. JoJo back to LaJuan Whitney. Number 13 will dish it back off to number 1, JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart, he'll go up for the 3. That was almost in, but that rolls off the rim. Jackson Stone with the rebound. He'll dish it off. Indiana Lions with the ball. They'll go up for it. Jackson Stone back up, but AB says nope. That goes all the way back into the hands of an instigator. This so happens to be Dylan Ware, who goes up the court with a flashy layup, puts that in, makes it 61-53 with just under 3 minutes left in the second quarter for your Hoosier State Instigators. And that's a 3-point play for the Indiana Lions. It is now 61. I apologize for the lack of commentary on that play. However, the instigators will inbound, and Ware gets the ball. He'll go for 3. That goes off. But that ball is off, and the Lions will get the ball back. Makes it a 2-point game now with that 3-pointer. The Lions showing a lot of class. A lot of class going up and smacking everybody, running down the court, showboating down the sidelines, and they deserve it, as that was a very nice 3-point play. However, the instigators have held the lead the entire way throughout this game, throughout this first half, with just under 2 minutes left to remain in this second quarter. Chuck Bloom goes up for a free throw attempt. Makes it a 3-point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators, 62-59, with 1:59 left on the clock in the second quarter. He will go up for his second attempt now. Chuck Bloom goes up and make it a 4-point lead now, as the Indiana Lions make a quick transition down the court. However, there is a foul call again. And the Lions will now inbound the ball. Chuck Bloom sticking to Gerald Campbell, number 30, 32 on number 30. That's a big matchup to look for. Number 1. There's your heart. He'll stick his man. He'll move off the kick, and that's a stolen ball. The instigators with the ball. Dylan Ware off the court with the dunk. Make it a 6-point lead for the instigators, up 65-59. And the Lions, they'll dish the ball off. Coach Matt Patterson directing his squad on where to be. That's a steal by the instigators. Number 7. Oh, and a dish. However, a foul call. A quick toss in. And that would be an easy 2-pointer. The Indiana Lions make it a 65-59 game, if I am correct. 65-61. With just over a minute. Time winding down, we will be just under a minute left in this quarter, as that ball will go up. Make it a minute exact as the Indiana Lions take possession. They head up the court. It's 65-61. There's another fast break, and make it a 2-point game now by the Instigators are up by 2. JoJo Hart will put that ball up, and that ball will go off, I believe, the legs of a Lion player. And I may be incorrect, as the entire Instigator squad runs down court. So it looks like the Lions will gain possession of this ball. With 2 minutes, or with just under a minute left on the clock, there will be a timeout called. And we will be right back with the ball heading off of JoJo. The Lions will inbound after the timeout. Welcome back to the live stream broadcast of the Hoosier State Instigators at George Washington High School Center facing the number 1 ranked Indiana Lions with a 2-point lead. The Lions will inbound the ball with 43 seconds left on the clock. Again, Instigators have had the lead throughout this entire half. They have not given that lead up once yet. However, the Lions falling back time and time again from 10-point deficits. They look to take their first lead with a 3-point shot that will catch nothing but air. And JoJo will get the ball. That ball goes off the Lions. And JoJo will get up and shake it off a bit as Chuck Bloom will have the ball now. He'll dish the ball in with a 2-point lead for his Instigators squad. And AB down there in the paint. You have AB and V Brown both on the court, so the size is there. As LaJuan Whitney, he'll make a little bit of space. He'll get the ball from Chuck to the inbound. 15 seconds left on the clock in this second quarter. LaJuan will miss that shot. It'll go off the hands of V Brown, I believe. No, the Instigators will retain possession. And Chuck Bloom will inbound again. That goes to AB. AB says, let me put my 3 up. That will go off. Chuck with an explosive heater. That goes in. That's a 67 to 63 point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators heading into halftime. A 4-point lead by the Instigators against the current number 1 ranked Indiana Lions. And the Hoosier State Instigators making a statement as they have had the lead for the entirety of the first half. They close out the half with a 4-point lead against the Indiana Lions, and look to come into the second half. I believe they will be inbounding the ball as well, as we had the tip-off. So things are looking great for the Hoosier State Instigators and their fan base, as we are currently up against the reigning co-defending co-champions of the league. And the Indiana Lions have their own version of a spirit team on the court with their children hyping up the crowd. And we always love to see that. It could be an away game, it could be a home game, but we love to see the children getting involved with the franchises and just being a part of the game and the entertainment. We love to see that as I just love to see it. I love to see the crowd going, supporting the youth, and the youth having fun at these games. That is just a blessing to see. And as the crowd makes a little bit of noise for the crowd, for the little people on the court, we love it. And I will be taking a momentary break just to gather myself throughout this to head into the second half, as the Instigators are up by 4 against the current co-defending co-champions of the American Basketball Association.
That's yours. That's Apex. Is it local? It must be mine. On my account. Oh, your account? Yeah.
as we are about midway, I would say, through halftime at the moment. The Hoosier State Instigators are currently up 67-63 against the #1 ranked Indiana Lions. I want to take a brief moment just to thank our sponsors, the SDMC Indiana LLC, along with our new partners, Fan Control Sports and Entertainment. We want to give those guys a shout out. If you have not heard the news from our previous podcast episode, Instigate Success Building an ABA Franchise, where we go over all of the updates for the franchise heading into the next game, week by week, rather, we actually have a pretty major announcement to make. The Fan Controlled Sports and Entertainment organization has just launched their new version of their app called the Control app and listed your Hoosier State Instigators on several picks throughout the day. Jake, if you're around at the moment, could you go into that just a little bit for the fans wondering what that might mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so it's a really big thing for us to be involved with fan controlled. I know a lot of our ownership group came from, experiences in fan controlled, and they were so grateful to have us on one of their streams this week, and they decided to show their support for their instigators. They're going to have us on that control app. So if you download that app, there's several votes you can make, and it's going to be a weekly thing for every instigator's game from now on. You can vote on things such as the total points scored, how many points the instigators will score, as well as like some individual player stats. I know pregame we were talking about the one that might be a little bit of a cheat code is Dylan Ware double double. So you can bet a lot of coins on that and level up in the app if you make some correct
Again,
picks.
this is not token advice, but he is correct. I mean, it's looking like a lock already.
Yeah.
I mean, he's maybe just a few rebounds or assists or steals away from a double double already, as I believe he may have over 10 points at the moment. And I mean, that's an easy win. If you guys are here, I would go, pop this onto your laptop just for a moment, head over to the Control app and lock that one in, get you some tokens because it's gonna hit. I'm telling you, double doubles are too easy for our guy Dylan Ware.
Yeah, we might have to talk with fan controlled and change that to a triple double for the upcoming game.
Make it a quadruple double if he keeps this up.
Yeah.
Because he's averaging a triple double. He makes those easy days too, apparently. And so if you're fan controlled, if you're at home and you're watching this live, and quadruple double our guys from now on, because if we're gonna make it a competitive pick, if you don't want to keep giving out tokens, is what I'm getting. I'm trying to help you. But
I'm sure the fans will appreciate the free token. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely, as I will too, as I placed that pick as well. So, man, yeah. So thank you guys again to SDMC Indiana, our slam dunk sponsor of the year, and our friends and family at Fan Control. And again, while we're just doing it, let's support the Diamond House International and Cooperative, because they have also supported the Hoosier State Instigators and sponsored us with our very own scorer table banner, which will be displayed at our home venue in Clinton CRC for the remainder of the regular season. So again, thank you to all of our sponsors and partners and friends and fans and supporters. As we begin to get closer and closer to heading into the second half, the Instigators are currently up by 4 against the #1 ranked Indiana Lions. Hoosier State Instigators looking to make a statement with the league as they aim to be in the power rankings by the end of this game as well. And they're making a point of it, as they have had the lead and held the lead the entire first half of this game, and will inbound with the ball to start the third quarter as well.
Instigators definitely making an impression throughout the league. Have the lead for against the number one team in the power rankings. That's definitely a statement maker, and we're looking to keep that momentum throughout the whole second half as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And it seems as if the crowd is getting into it on both sides. However, I mean, the Instigators on their very first away game of the franchise history, they sound like they've got a lot of support in the stands as well. So that is just amazing to see. Amazing to hear, rather, again. As me and Jake are both remote commentating this game, we are not on site at the George Washington High School. However, we do have a few owners that we would like to give a shout out to as well, as we have Corey Kern, our chairman, and Rob Tincher on site at the George Washington High School for this game against the Indiana Lions. And we're looking to make a bit of history, as this will be our first win streak outside of a single game for the franchise if we are able to secure this win. And it will also be the first loss of the season for the Indiana Lions. So a lot on the line for your Instigators as we head into this third quarter. And it seems as if it is just about time for that. So, Jake, how do you feel now? Now that we have got a half under our belt, what are you seeing here?
Yeah, I really like the intensity of both sides. It's been a physical battle back and forth. 10-point leads, and then they slow them down again. But I'm really looking forward to see it. I know in the third quarter, the first game, we had our foot off of the gas pedal a little bit, so I want to see how this third quarter starts off. But feeling good after the first two.
Oh, and correction, the Lions will now inbound the ball, which must be a unique rule that I am unaware of with the ABA, as typically the team, as we did inbound to start the second quarter, um, the Lions result this half with a Jordan Heidelberg three to make it a 4-0. Okay, I got scared for a second as I thought we were unaware of a 3D light. However, it is a point by Jordan Heidelberg, make it a 1 point lead for the Instigators. Dylan Ware, he'll get the ball from JoJo. He'll dish it off to Chuck. Chuck, he'll go around the pick and give it to Lawan. Lawan goes back to Dylan. Dylan goes up. He says, "Let's make it a 3 point game yet again," as it is a 69-66 point lead now for the Instigators. Heidelberg, he'll dish it off to Cam. Cam looking to get a bit more time now. And that ball will go off of the Lions, and that will be inbounded now by the Instigators. AB, he'll get the ball now from Chuck. He'll dish it back out to Chuck. Chuck will go back to Dylan. Dylan at the three. He'll go up and around, and that won't go in off of a rebound, second chance by AB. That ball will go off the rim. Joe Cam, he'll not get the rebound. He'll head up court. 3 point game. He'll draw the foul. I don't know, but we'll go with that's what he's saying on the court. So it is a 69-68 point game with the Hoosier State Instigators currently up by 1. And it is a 69-68 point lead with Gerald Campbell going up for his. It will be a tie game for the first time since, I believe, the beginning of the first quarter. And the Instigators looking to keep the lead, as they have had held the lead for the majority of this game. They have not given up the lead once. And that ball will go just off the rim. And the Lions will get the ball as they head up the court. Jordan Heidelberg will get the ball. Jordan Heidelberg will head off to the right. Wide open three for number three. Number three will go off the rim. Chuck Bloom will get the rebound. He's looking like he might get his 10.5 rebounds if you're on the control app as well. JoJo Hart, rather, man, with a wide open three, makes it a 3-point lead for the Instigators. And the Lions will drive up the court. No foul called. Dylan Ware with the rebound. Dylan Ware heads up the court. Dish that off to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart moves around the defender. Dylan Ware wide open. Put it in. Make it 74-69 for the Instigators. And the Lions are being put in a position that they have not been in truly in any regular season or playoff game since about 6 months ago during the playoff tournament. As there's a scoreboard issue going on for a split second, it is a 74-72 point game. Instigators up as they will be inbounding the ball. And we have a momentary pause in action as the refs draw the whistle. And our backstage co-owner apologizing for the scoreboard issue, and that score is correct. It is a 74-72 point lead as the coach for the Lions and owner, Tyrone Brown, being quoted, quote, S-word upward. So I'll let you decode that. As the Instigators look to inbound the ball, it is a 74-72 point lead for your Hoosier State Instigators. And Dylan Ware. Now call as JoJo goes up for the bucket. And this game will get chippy if players continue to play like that. And we just want a clean game of basketball. For fans watching at home, as JoJo Hart will go up for his first free throw attempt, make it a 75-72 point game. JoJo Hart being one of the strongest free throw shooters of the Hoosier State Instigators, having an incredible performance last week with a 34-point game, being deemed the fans' player of the game in their 152-115 win against the Southland Saints. Gerald Campbell, he'll get the ball, he'll go up court. Gerald Cam pivots a little bit more than he might have been able to, and he gets the bucket. Alex Brown, he'll get the ball. He'll dish that off to JoJo. JoJo will fling it up court as he loses his footing a bit. AB with the second chance opportunity, but it is a missed opportunity. And the Lions will be drawn for a foul, I believe. Yes, as Alex Brown will head to the line for two. Instigators up by 2. It is a 76-74 point game in the third quarter here in George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Make it 77-74 now as Alex Brown cashes in on that free throw. And he will be going for his second attempt. Make it 78-74 as number 7 cashes in on both free throws. JoJo Hart, he'll stick to Jordan Heidelberg. Heidelberg, he'll go right. He'll dish that up, and that ball goes in. And it is another 2-point game for the Instigators. Instigators, they get the ball. Dylan Ware, he'll dish it to Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom to LaJuan Whitney. LaJuan Whitney, he'll get around his defender. He'll put up a 2, and that goes right in. They call him Mr. Split for a reason. 80-76 for your Hoosier State Instigators. And that ball will go off. And that ball is put back up by the Lions, make it 80-78. And Swish will go up the court with the ball now. But dish that off to JoJo. JoJo go up the lane, and AD goes for a putback, but he is just off, and that ball will go in the hands of the Lions. The Lions have their lead, very first lead of the game, as it is now 81-80. Indiana Lions. JoJo Hart, he'll get the ball back. He'll dish that to LaJuan. LaJuan, he'll get the ball. He'll lose control. And there will be a inbound for the Hoosier State Instigators. And we will go to a media timeout here in the third quarter, and we will be right back after break. And we are back as the Hoosier State Instigators come into a bit of adversity here in the third quarter as they look to regain the lead from the Indiana Lions, who have not held the lead throughout the entirety of this game until this moment. Holding a 1-point lead against the Hoosier State Instigators, the Instigators will be inbounding Dylan Ware on the sidelines. He will get the ball. He'll dish it into JoJo. He'll look to set a screen. JoJo will move around it. JoJo back out to AB. AB to Dylan. Dylan under the rim. And that will go off. And the Lions now have the possession. And they look to get a ball. But AB swats that ball. And a foul call. Just under 7 minutes here in the third quarter. This is a 1-point game as the Lions have their player go out with the broom now. And Jordan Heidelberg saying, I am versatile. I could be everywhere you want me to be on the court. As he will sweep the floor before going up for his 2 free throw attempts. Number 3 looking to make it a 3-point lead, but that one won't go in. It is a 81 to 80 point game still, with 6 minutes, I believe, and 38 seconds left in the third quarter. That one will go, and it is a 2-point lead for the Indiana Lions. JoJo Hart, he'll get the ball from AB on the inbound. JoJo Hart, he created some space. Lyons gets the ball now. Lyons goes up, off a body, off the rim, and the Lions will get the rebound. Looking to float out a little bit. He'll dish it off, and that ball is no good. Off the hands of the Instigators. The Lions will maintain possession. Just over 6 minutes left in this third quarter. It is a 2-point game as that ball is swatted, but it will go out on the Instigators again, and the Lions will have the inbound. No quick toss as the Lions take their time on this inbound. Goes out to Heidelberg. Heidelberg will try to spin around. JoJo sticks his man. Aubrey Patterson on Gerald Cam, but he will draw the foul. A 2-point lead by the Indiana Lions, currently ranked number 1 in the American Basketball Association. And that ball will go off the hands. Aubrey Patterson looking still, but I believe out of bounds again. But great hustle play by the Instigators there as Aubrey Patterson continues to stick Campbell, number 30 of the Indiana Lions. And there will be another brief moment in brief pause in action as the officiating crew will head over to the scorers table. And I'm not sure as to what happened in that moment. However, none of that will matter soon as Gerald Campbell will inbound to Heidelberg. Heidelberg heads up the court. Ooh, almost a wide open three opportunity for Gerald, but they'll dish it up the paint. AB says not today as he slams that, smacks that one off the ball, earns him another block. That ball goes up the court into the hands of Dylan, who makes it a tied game, 82-82. Jordan Heidelberg looking to get a little flashy. He'll dish the ball off though. Dylan Ware, he'll stick his man. That ball is off the hands of a Lyons player, and the Instigators take possession as Aubrey Patterson looks to inbound the ball. JoJo Hart, he will have the ball to head up court. Defense is not going to help you with a slam like that from AB. 84-82, the Instigators take the lead again. Gerald Cam, he'll look to float up the court. He'll try to draw a foul on that one. No foul call, but the bucket is good. It is a tie game again. With just under 5 minutes left in the third quarter, it is a 84-84 game. With your Hoosier State Instigators visiting the Indiana Lions at George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Heidelberg, he'll get the ball for the Lions. He'll dish it off to Cam. Cam has a wide open lane, and he will get the lead back for the Lions, make it 86-84. Go on. There's a little bit of handwork for Heidelberg, and it is called. Foul on the Lions, inbound by the Instigators. JoJo Hart, he'll dish that up to AP. That's Max from behind. That's a steal for the Lions. The Lions looking to add on to this lead. It's 86-84, but Dylan will get the ball. He'll say, I'm going up with it, and it is a tie game. Give me that, Jiggy. Let me get jiggy with it. And it's an and one opportunity, 86-86, as Dylan Ware heads to the line for a free throw attempt to make this a 3-point play, and the 3D light is on, or the 3D light was on. It will not be, however. And brief pause in action, as there will be a timeout called. I believe another media timeout break. We will be right back after these commercials. We are back with the Hoosier State Instigators up by 1. Dylan Ware will be heading to the line to try to cash in on an and one opportunity, as the Hoosier State Instigators currently hold the lead. There's just under 4 minutes left in this third quarter. It is a 1-point game currently, but the unranked Hoosier State Instigators are currently ahead of the number 1 ranked Indiana Lions. Both teams playing in the central region of the American Basketball Association and playing in the red division of their respective region. These two teams will be facing each other 3 times throughout the regular season, with this being the first matchup in the franchise history of the Hoosier State Instigators. And they are looking to close this one out as Dylan Ware goes up for his free throw. That ball goes in, make it a 2-point game. Bird will be checking in shortly. And the Indiana Lions side of the court, Heidelberg with the ball. He's shifty, he's speedy. He'll dish it off the floor. Number 4 with the Number 4 gets his ball sent back. Our number 4 goes up the court. He says, I'm putting it in, and we're going up by 4. 90-86. That ball will go up and up, and Aubrey Patterson will get the ball. He'll dish that off, try to save himself from a backcourt violation, but there's to no avail as the Indiana Lions will get the ball. That ball will go for, the Lions go for a 3. That ball goes off the rim. LaJuan Whitney with the rebound. He'll head up court. Dylan Ware. He says, create space for our guy JoJo. JoJo, he'll drive up the lane. He'll go up, but that is off as he is just off of that one. Still a 4-point game by the Lions as Gerald Cam, number 30 for the Indiana Lions, heads up the court. No. He'll go up and go down hard, but there will be a foul called on Aubrey Patterson as Gerald Campbell will head to the line now. And it looks like Jackson Stone, number 25, will be checking in for the Indiana Lions after this first attempt. A 4-point lead for the Hoosier State Instigators. The Lions looking to call back again with just under 3 minutes left. Gerald Campbell, number 30, will take his first free throw attempt of this opportunity, and that one will go in, make it a 3-point game. Jackson Stone heads into the court along with number 1, who I am not necessarily sure. I believe that might be Mike Pugh. I could be incorrect. Checking in for Jordan Heidelberg, number 3. Gerald Campbell goes for another free throw opportunity. That one goes in, make it a 2-point game yet again. The Hoosier State Instigators up 90. LaJuan Whitney, he'll get the ball. AB with his hands up, heading up half court. He says hi to the guys. He's behind the camera. Foul called. A quick toss in. Number 25 will go up, make it a tie game. Off the hands of the Lions on that inbound, the Hoosier State Instigators will keep possession as JoJo Hart will have the ball. He'll head up court. Number 2 sticking on him like glue. A screen set by Dylan. Dylan looking to create some space for JoJo. JoJo dishes it off to LaJuan. Dylan gets the ball. He'll dish that off to Joe. Joe Bird just off. It is a 90-90 game here at the George Washington High School Center with just under 2 minutes left in this third quarter. Gerald Campbell will go up. He'll draw the foul as he does very well throughout the year. And he will head to the line for 2 free throw attempts. Again, 90-90 as Gerald Campbell looks to take the lead again for the Indiana Lions. He has been deadly from the free throw line as of now, and he will continue that streak, make it 91-90 for the Indiana Lions. With 1:55 left in the third quarter, Gerald Campbell goes up for another free throw opportunity. That one goes off. Dylan with the rebound. Dylan Ware will dish it to LaJuan Whitney. LaJuan Whitney will go out. Joe Bird with the 3, but that one goes off. And scary foul by Joe Bird as there was not much number 1 would have been able to do with that one. The Lions will keep possession now. 91-90. Indiana Lions up with 1:30 and some change left in this third quarter. Number 1 dishes it off. Lions head up the court. 1:30 left on the clock in the third quarter. It's a 1-point game. The Indiana Lions up. And they will go, and that will go off the run. And that's a rebound by Dylan Ware. Number 4. Dylan Ware, he'll dish and he'll drive through. Juan Whitney, he'll save himself. Joe Bird, he'll get the ball. Joe Bird, he'll dish that in. That goes back out to Dylan now. Dylan to JoJo Hart. JoJo Hart saves the ball. That goes off the rim. Off the hands of Gerald Campbell. Instigators keep the ball. It is a 91 to 90 point game with just under 1 minute left in the third quarter here at George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. And Mike Carter checking in. It's good to hear that Mike Carter has checked in, as we have heard rumors that he may not have been able to check in today due to some health concerns. And that is a big squad against the Lions. But however, they will get the possession. And Gerald Campbell, number 11. We get the foul called. There will be an inbound.
Yo, you gotta call that both ways.
91 to 90. The Hoosier State Instigators looking to claw back into this one now, as the Lions will be inbounding. Gerald Campbell, he will get the ball to dish it in. It goes off to number 1. Number 1, he'll dish it back to Gerald Cam. He's off, and that will be a sloppy play for both sides as the Instigators look to take possession now. And it is dwindling down with 28 seconds left in this third quarter. The Hoosier State Instigators looking to take the lead and keep the lead yet again, heading into the fourth quarter. Number 8, I believe maybe Kendrick Lee. Again, I am going off of memory. I do not have a roster sheet on hand for the Indiana Lions, so I may be incorrect. For the majority, I've been keeping an eye on them for a long while. So JoJo Hart heads up the court. 24 seconds or so remaining. 24 seconds, and he will put the 3 up, but that will go off, and the Lions will now have a chance to get one more possession to end this quarter up by 1. Joe Bird with the good defense. Juan and his man JoJo Hart, and that ball will catch nothing but air. Mike Carter will try to put one up, but that's off the backboard and off the rim. And we will be right back after this break. Indiana Lions currently up by 1, heading into the fourth quarter. We are back with a 1-point game in the fourth quarter. The Hoosier State Instigators holding the lead throughout the first half, giving up the lead about a quarter of the way through the third quarter. Looking to close this one out against the current number 1 ranked Indiana Lions. Charles Bloom will be checking in for Lawan Whitney. JoJo Hart on the court as well, alongside of Joe Bird, Dylan Ware, And Alex Brown, number 11, goes up and makes it a 3-point game. The Indiana Lions are up. Oh, trying to get a little bit flashy there. It's a 93-90 game. Foul called. Charging foul on the offense. And the refs denying the opportunity for another quick toss for your Hoosier State Instigators, as the Indiana Lions fan base has gone on the court again with the broom. Chuck Bloom will inbound now. Still a quick break as Joe Bird. What's the whistle for now? Not a single clue.
Hey, the clock's supposed to be at 11:37.
Three-point game. Hoosier State looking to inbound the ball. The ball goes up to JoJo Hart. They'll have to get the ball up quickly. And they do. Joe Bird will dish that off to AB, but that's off the hands, and that went out of bounds. But the Lions do not get that called. 5-point game by the Lions. We need 4 or 5 refs at these games because some of these viewpoints, these vantage points, are not being called. As AB goes up for a dunk, makes it a 3-point game. It's 95-92. Hoosier State Instigators down here at the George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Back to Clinton, Indiana with that block. Cam, he'll look to try to make some work. That's a push off, and that's a foul on the Lions. Instigators will gain possession, I believe, based on the signaling from the ref. And Joe Hart and Joe Bird will head off the court as Aubrey Patterson and LaJuan Whitney head in. With just under 11 minutes left in this game, it is a 3-point game. And no, the Lions do maintain possession. Odd signal. 98-92 with that 3-point from Indiana Lions. LaJuan Whitney, he'll put his own 3 up, but that's off. 6 points is the difference between the two, as that's a travel. Is that not a travel? That is not a travel. They'll dish that back off to Gerald Campbell. Campbell heads up the court. Aubrey, good defense. Mike Carter, he'll get the rebound. Mike Carter, he'll try to signal Gerald Campbell over. Gerald Campbell will kind of shrug his shoulders. Number 1 to get the ball. That'll go off. They go back up to Cam. 10 minutes left in this game. Time winding down. It is a 6-point game for the Hoosier State Instigators, or for the Lions against the Hoosier State Instigators. Dylan Ware, he'll stick his man. LaJuan Whitney. He'll go into a hard screen. Mike Carter with the screen. That's off. Instigators with the rebound. AB with the rebound. Dylan to go to swish. Swish. That is off. And there's a steal by Chuck Bloom. Alex Brown, he'll go up the court. He'll dish it to Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware will dish that ball off, but there's a miscommunication. But out of bounds on the line. Dylan Ware will inbound for the Hoosier State Instigators. 6-point game. Indiana Lions up here at the George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. Both teams will go for a break. We will be right back right after. And we are back with a 6-point game. The Indiana Lions, down by 10 multiple times throughout this game, have clawed their way back to be in the lead. However, the Hoosier State Instigators will go into this possession with the 3D light in effect for them, looking to make the most out of it and claw their way back into this one with just under 10 minutes left to go in this fourth quarter. Dylan Ware, he'll get the ball to inbound. He'll dish that off. Joe to Chuck. Chuck Bloom will dish that back off to Dylan. Chuck goes up the court, and I am unsure as to what happened right there. However, it does look as if there was a foul called. Chuck Bloom will head to the line. And with the 3D light in effect, what would be 2 free throw attempts will now be 3 free throw attempts, as a 3D light means an extra point for the possession. Meaning, if it was a 2-point play, it would have been a 3-pointer. If it was a 3-point play, it would have been a 4-pointer. If it was a 4-point play, meaning a 3-pointer from behind half court, that would be a 5-point. However, this will be a 3 free throw opportunity for Hoosier State Instigators, as Chuck Bloom misses that second one. It is a 5-point game. Indiana Lions up 98-93. That one will go in, make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. Just under 9 minutes left in the game. Number 11 will dish it back off to Gerald Campbell. Campbell will try to get big body in the paint. They'll call a foul, I'm sure, but that was... Yes, they'll call a foul. Gerald Campbell heads to the line for the millionth time this season. Just under 9 minutes to go. It is a 4-point game. Indiana Lions currently up. Get a 9-point game is, or a 5-point game. It is 99-94. $194 as the Instigators go up the court. Alex Brown with the double back, putback. That goes in, making a 4-point game yet again. The Giant amongst man had to duck just to not hit his head off the rafters here. Hoosier State Instigators, they'll look to get this ball back, but that will go a push off on the Lions. The Lions over there on the sidelines like, what happened there? But luckily, they will be able to tune into the Patreon, patreon.com/Apex Athletic Collective, to go over the game film and see just what had happened right there. And the Indiana Lions will keep possession. Just over 8 minutes. In this fourth quarter, it is a 4-point game as the guys start to take a break and tell each other where they're going out for dinner tonight. The officiators saying, I don't know. How about you? Come out to Clinton, Indiana, maybe, and visit the official hangout of your Hoosier State Instigators. Head over to our Patreon today and vote on the official name of our hangout, as we currently have a fan vote going. I believe the Gator Pit is taking the lead at the moment. However, we've heard our ownership voice their concerns as to why the Hoosier State hideout may be the way to go. So head there and make your official choice today, as the Indiana Lions inbound the ball. They're blocked by Alex Brown. Number 7 just being a force in the paint as usual. It is a 4-point game as Cam will go up against Alex Brown. Not today, as that one goes off the rim, but that one goes off the hands of a Lions player, back to the hands of a Lions player. And the Lions keep possession, have possession now, as they take a few back steps to slow this thing down a little bit. With just under 7.5 minutes left in this one, it is a 4-point game. And they will go for a 3, but that one is off. Number 2, he'll try to head into the paint. He won't get it. That will go off the hands of a Lions player. Indiana Lions lose possession. Hoosier State Instigators with the ball with a 4-point deficit. They will dish it into Aubrey Patterson. Aubrey Patterson heads up the court. Unsure as to what happened there, outside of the fact that the Instigators will have ball, I believe. We will call a timeout. Hoosier State calls a timeout, and we will be right back after break. As we head closer and closer to the end of this game, it is a 4-point game for your Hoosier State Instigators. And I may be paraphrasing just a bit here, but look at Dylan Ware. He could go to Europe for soccer if he wants to go multi-sport. I believe I may be paraphrasing just a bit, but I think the message on the sideline from coach is this is the time for history to be made for the Hoosier State Instigators. With a 4-point deficit to call back into this one, we will have the ball to inbound. Joe Bird, he'll get the ball. He'll drive up the court. Pivot. Yep, I believe. Dylan Ware, he'll get the rebound. Joe Hart. He checks back in, and he's got the ball in his hands. He'll go to Joe. The Lions will try to stay that ball out of bounds. The Gators will have the ball on their half of the court, looking to chop down at this as it is a 4-point lead for the current number 1 ranked Indiana Lions, the American Basketball Association. I believe the ball will remain in the Hoosier State Instigators' hands. Off of that, off of by the Indiana Lions as the ball goes out of bounds.
You need to go one more.
Dylan Ware, he has the ball in his hands. He'll dish it to Alex Brown. Alex Brown goes back to Dylan. LeBron will lose handles on that one. That one gets swatted by Dylan Ware. Dylan Ware doing his part, and he will go back up the court, get that one, and make it a 2-point game. Dylan Ware, 198 for your Indiana Lions versus Hoosier State Instigators matchup with just about 6 minutes left in this fourth quarter. It is a 2-point game. Gerald Campbell, he'll get the ball. The players trying to stick their man. Lions, they'll go up the court. Campbell, he wants that one to go. And that will be a steal for the Instigators as they look to take the lead back. Dylan, he'll slow things down. JoJo, up the court. He'll dish it back out to Joe Bird. Joe Bird, he'll go up the court. He'll back out to AB. AB back to Joe. Joe with the wide open 3, but it's off. Five and a half minutes left in this one. The Indiana Lions have the ball. Up by 2. Make it up by 4 now. LaJuan Whitney. He'll head up the court. He'll take his time. He needs to get a little bit quicker. They will call us on 7 if he does not go up the court quick enough. And that one will go off the hands of still by the Lions. And I am unsure as to what happened just then. But the ball goes back down half court, so I believe. No, the Indiana Lions will inbound the ball. I do not know what happened there, as there was a clear foul on us. However, we were just unable to catch everything. So, Indiana Lions inbound the ball now with the 4-point lead. Just about 5 minutes left to go in this one, folks. And in regulation. Alex Brown again. What that was as Dylan Ware will gather it. He'll go back up the court. Alex Brown will get fouled to go up for 2 from the line, looking to make it another 2-point lead for the Indiana Lions. Just under 5 minutes here to go, and we have a very tightly contested matchup. Who would have seen this one coming, right? Alex Brown. He'll go up. That goes in, make it a 3-point game. It is now 99 to 102. And that one will go off. I apologize. The camera. Actually, it was a missed free throw.
Hey,
AB misses both. Alex Brown with the rebound on the 3D, but there is no call for it. The light will not go on. There was a turnover in the backcourt. Interesting. Very interesting as Campbell goes up the court with the ball in his hand, and he'll get a call. He'll get a call. Tyrone Brown on the sideline of the Indiana Lions seems to be a sixth player as he has been stepping over the line too many times to count throughout. However, again, there is a technical foul called on Alex Brown. Gerald Campbell to the free throw line. He'll take his first. That goes off. Indiana Lions fans still loud and proud of their franchise as they begin to make some noise off that missed free throw opportunity by Campbell. They get loud. That is a bucket by Gerald Campbell. However, it is a 5-point game. With this one dwindling down with about 4.5 minutes left to go in this one. It is still anybody's game as the Hoosier State Instigators look to close this one out. The Lions look to maintain their lead and continue their streak to head into 5-0 as the current #1 ranked franchise in the American Basketball Association. Hoosier State Instigators looking to pave this win out and go 2-1 and get a little bit of love on the power rankings themselves. Campbell, he'll go up for a third opportunity. That one goes in. And with this being a technical foul on Alex Brown, there will be a fourth opportunity to make this a potential 7-point game. With just over 4.5 minutes left, or just under, I believe. Just under 4.5 minutes left. Foul called on the Lions. This game is getting chippy here, folks. Delaware, he will inbound the ball. I think we definitely win the uniform contest if that was ever a thing. And the ball goes off on the Lions. No. Ball goes off of the Instigators. Campbell inbound the ball. 7-point game for the Lions. Just over 4 minutes left. Just under now. Just under 4 minutes left in this game. 7-point game for the Indiana Lions, looking to continue their largest lead of the game so far. And it is up. Make it a 9-point game now for the Indiana Lions as the Hoosier State Instigators struggle to get above 100 at the moment. There will be a timeout called, and we will go into media timeout. So we will be back after this break. We are back with a 9-point deficit. The Hoosier State Instigators look to make a comeback with just under 4 minutes left in this fourth quarter here at the George Washington High School in Indianapolis, Indiana. The alternative home venue of the Indiana Lions, as they will be hosting the Instigators here today. The Instigators look to inbound off of this media timeout. Dylan Ware will be the one to inbound. And just a moment before the inbound. And Dylan Ware, he will get the ball in his hands. A foul called. I don't know. I have no clue what just happened there. So I will just continue to go through the play-by-play. Indiana Lions have the ball in their hand. Foul on JoJo is what I'm being told. A 9-point game here. That's a wide open opportunity for the Indiana Lions. But an 11-point game now. I believe AB goes up for a shot and is off. The Indiana Lions gain the rebound. They're heading up the court. They're behind the perimeter now, and they will dish the ball back off. The Lions now looking to chop as much time off the clock as they can. Will miss that three. It's an 11-point game. Foul on the Lions. Dylan Ware, he'll go for two. That's off. The Lions head up the court with a 11-point lead right now. Hoosier State Instigators, again, have not been able to get over that 100-point mark yet. Looking to, and they're unsuccessful as they were looking to stop this run by the Lions. It is now a 13-point game. Indiana Lions up with just over 2 minutes left in this one, folks. Dylan Ware to dish that ball up. That's a three by Mr. Swish. Make it a 10-point game now. Just about 2.5 minutes left in this one. No, excuse me, just a little bit under 2.5 minutes. And he'll get the ball. He'll dish it off to number two. Gerald Campbell, he'll look to close this one out. He'll get up, he'll get in. 113 to 101. Just under 2 minutes left in this one. Joe Bird up for three. That's off. Still by Dylan Ware. A trick by a Lions player. But good respect from both sides as they show a bit of sportsmanship here late. And the 3D rule is now in effect with a 12-point deficit. Charles Bloom will check in. And he will be the one to inbound. Dylan Ware, he'll get the ball. Missed shot opportunity, but the ball will go back up and in. It is a 10-point game now with just about a minute and a half left in this one, folks. The Lions take the possession back up the court, a wide open three opportunity. He'll take the time to chop some clock off, and that's Jordan Heidelberg. He'll dish that ball back.
Hey, that score's 104, not 103. Hey, scoreboard! Scoreboard!
Alex Brown, he'll get a dunk. Slow this thing down. Clock continues to roll on as there's just under a minute left in this one, folks.
All right, I got it.
The Lions clawed back their way back into this one so far, and it is looking as if they will be closing this one out. Dylan Ware will dish that off to the three line. Joe Bird in. But time continues to tick. There's a 7-point game. There's a foul called on Dylan. That will stop the clock. However, there is just about 15 seconds left in this one, folks, as the Hoosier State Instigators look to make a bit of a miracle run here, as the Lions look to head 5-0 this season in the American Basketball Association. Currently ranked number 1. That bucket will go in. It is 117 to 109 now. An 8-point lead by the Indiana Lions. in the third quarter just to fight back around and trade the lead with the Indiana Lions. Lawan, he'll go up. That ball is off. And that ball will go back. And this one is just about over, folks, as it is 118 to 109 now. Alex Brown, he'll get the ball to inbound. Goes to Chuck Bloom. Chuck Bloom with the three. That goes off. Back to AB. AB with just under a second left. He'll put the points up, but this one looks like it's over, folks. 118 to 109 is the score on the board at the moment, and that will be game called. What is?
No technical.
Okay. Game called, and no, unsure as to what is happening at the moment. We get 3 free throw attempts on that shooting foul. However, there is under a second left on the clock at the moment. It is currently 118 to 109. Indiana Lions with the lead. They will inevitably go 5-0 in this season in the American Basketball Association, with the Hoosier State Instigators showing a very strong performance today. However, they will post the lowest amount of points that they have throughout the entirety of their inaugural season, with 110 at the moment, a technical foul on the Lions. So, JoJo will get his 4 free throws, I believe. I'm unsure as to what's going on. Double tech on both squads now. With half a second left in this one, it is 118. Make it 118 to 10 now. Ball will go to the Lions on this inbound, and this game will be ended. It will be 118 to 110. And that is a ball game, folks. The Hoosier State Instigators fall to the 5-0 Indiana Lions, who are ranked number 1 in the American Basketball Association. Hoosier State Instigators put up a great fight today. They held the lead throughout the entirety of the first half, all the way to about 1/3 of the third quarter. And then the Lions clawed their way back and began to trade the lead with the Hoosier State Instigators time and time again. However, the Indiana Lions closed this one out yet again due to a ton of free throw opportunities for the Indiana Lions, one being Gerald Campbell, number 30. And again, both squads showing great respect for each other as they close this one out here in George Washington High School. However, the Hoosier State Instigators fall just short and lose by 8 points against the current number 1 ranked co-defending co-champions, the Indiana Lions. So that will wrap up the broadcast today for you folks at home watching on Patreon. We want to thank you, along with our Slam Dunk sponsor, SDMC Indiana. Visit www.apexofsports.com/sponsors to support your Hoosier State Instigators. If you're a business or company who would like to be a part of that action. As a fan, visit patreon.com/Apex Athletic Collective and join in on the exclusive access, such as live game broadcasts like this one, exclusive fan voter opportunities, where we give our fans the exact weighted power of an owner for pivotal decision making in the franchise and associative partners. And again, I am Jay. I have been here with my co-host Jake throughout the day. We have been commentating play-by-play remotely, and just want to thank everybody for who that tuned in throughout the day as well. We will see you again next week as we continue our road trip. And until then, happy holidays. We are the apex of sports ownership, the Apex Athletic Collective. And until next time, be great, continue to engage.